Hi. After being a quantity surveyor for far too many years and finding that the software and spreadsheets out there for completing basic measures, etc., are very limited or basically non-existent, I've come up with a number of my own spreadsheets. So I thought I would put a few examples on here and get people's feedback and comments as to whether anyone else would be interested in using these in the future if I was to develop them further. I'll start with a basic dim paper spreadsheet. So here we have the summary sheet. At the moment, all we've got on here are the client details and site details, etc. We've got no other summaries because we haven't entered anything in the takeoff. Moving on to the takeoff's actual page, we've got some details on here, and hopefully it kind of looks like dim paper, but this is digital and you shouldn't have to do any calculations. Got a few tabs up here, or a few buttons I should say. This one here explains, or hopefully shows, the numbers and letters you need to use. This will become clearer in a minute. And we've got a few extra buttons here for altering the layout of the sheet, and I will show you those a bit later as well. First of all, I'll show you a basic takeoff. So as per the box up here, we need to start a new section with a heading. So we'll put an H in this box here, and we can put a title. So we'll call this area 1. Then I'll add a subheading because this is going to be divided into sections, and I will call this one curves. And we'll start with a curve type 1. So this will basically show you lineal measurements. So all I need to do in here is enter my lengths, random lengths here at the moment, but there you go. And in this column here, we just enter the multiplication. Now, in order to get this to work, we need to put a 1, whereas on normal dim paper you might not do this. So calculations are worked out automatically for you, and then we can put a rating. Now obviously this could be linked up to a rates page or something like that, but we will come on to that at another time. We have a curve type 2 now, and we just enter a couple of those, and just say we've got 2 at 25 metres long. And lineal meters again, and we'll say this is 16 pounds, different type of curve. Now in order to summarise this, come to this box here, and up here it says get a subheading total by putting in a number 5, so that's what we'll do, 5. So that is calculated for that section. We have a new subheading, and let's do some areas. So let's just call this roads, and we have a road type 1. Oh, I can't spell. Road type 1, and this is going to be done in areas, so we can just put in some 2s as per the table at the top, and there we go. We'll have area of 25 metres by 5 metres, 12 metres by 4.8. We'll leave it at that for the moment. 2 of those, 1.5 of those, metres squared, and £85. have some foot paths, and we can have one of those at 14 metres long by 2 metres wide, and one at 25 by 1.8. It really doesn't matter what sequence you enter these figures in. And we have that at £38.50. So once again, we want to total this section up, and then as the table, if we want to get a total for this heading, just put a T in, and that has summarised this whole section. We'll quickly do another table, another heading. So we're an H, we call this area 2, and we will just have some volumes. So let's say trenches. Oops, that can be a subheading, and just some trench excavation. This will just be a very quick one. So this is volume, so we'll have this with 3s, and we'll just enter some figures in here. Just doing this very quickly just to show you how it works. Volumes are there, metres cubed, and we say that's £10. You can put a 5 to complete this section, and then a T. And you can see by the colours these sections are completed. So that's it for the measures. We go back to the summary page and wait for it to spin, and here we have a summary of all our measures in the headings and the subheadings. Going back to this page, now if you wanted to send this to your client, you don't really want these ones in here, you want a better layout, so you can click on a button to have a client layout, which hides that column. Reshow it. You also have a button here for notes, so if you wanted to add some notes to each of your measures, you can add some notes in this side column. You've also got the opportunity, say you've been doing your measures and you've missed some measures. Say here we missed some curve measures. We can actually add some new rows by clicking on this button. Say we want to add 4 new rows. Do that. The room is made, and we can just add the ones in here. And if I just add 5 at 10 metres, you will see that the formulas all still work. Now if we go back to the summary page, once again, wait for it to spin, it automatically updates, and we have all of the new figures. We also have this button over here to export to a PDF file. That way you can send it, a version of this onto your client without worrying about having to send them the actual spreadsheet. I think that's it for now. Hopefully that's all pretty clear, and I look forward to getting some feedback or some comments from anyone who's interested in this. Thanks very much.